As we get closer to 5 a.m., you must know it's one of those early days for me. Yep, Saturday. Welcome in, everybody. 30-minute musings. Brought to you by, well, it's not really brought to you by anybody. No one's pushing this thing yet. However, it is available to you on Spreaker.com. And I also pitch it over to my YouTube channel. So if there's two avenues where you can find it, Spreaker and YouTube, at the very least. Been kind of a, man, the weeks are just kind of flying by, to tell you the truth. Yesterday, let me rewind just a little bit. Thursday was a work day at the shit job. Went and did that, and then caught late notice of, production meeting tonight. Okay, well, I didn't really think it was going to happen because that text came through on such short fucking notice. But of course it was NBA Finals night, Thursday. Game 6. Cleveland ended up winning, LeBron James, and they forced Game 7, which happens on Sunday, Father's Day. So there's that to look forward to as well. I mean, Father's Day, you got something going. If Pops likes basketball, guess what? You get him all set up for that ball game. Because, I mean, they're the best two words in sports. Game 7. That's it. That's the best two words you can get in sports. I mean, that's high drama. All that shit. It will be played in Golden State at, Oracle Arena? Golden State, which they're located in Oakland. So the Golden State Warriors, last year's champions, well, they beat... It's a matchup. Golden State beat the Cleveland Cavaliers last year in 6 games. This year it's going 7. And I didn't think it was going to happen. But we got that going on, so that's what Thursday night brought me. Got some recording done out of that. But because I was out late with that production, I slept in Friday. Slept in poorly, badly. Also, something, I don't know, some bad weather was rolling through, and I had a headache most of the damn day. Also, I'm kind of thinking part of my diet needs to change up yet again, because I was incorporating some new things, and I just felt, like that's a lot of carbs. That got me feeling a little bloated. I don't like that. So even though it's organic, the peanut butter has got to go. Apples, oranges, celery. I'm going to cut back on those things, scale back to see how I feel after a good couple days worth of dropping the carbs. Even though they're healthy organic carbs, still carbs. And I was feeling a little bloated, a little heavy, a little sluggish in the morning. It's kind of a brain fog. So let me scale back some of that stuff yet again. I got a train rolling through here. Right here on Flagler Drive on Sunrise. So this could take a while. We're probably not going to make it parking space to parking space, just based on this. But, that's what that was looking like. But with yesterday, of course, I had to run out. I did some shopping. Had to restock the freezer. A lot of chicken and beef. For whatever reason, I blindly, stupidly picked up some hemp hearts yet again. They're high in protein, but it just tastes like you're chewing on a fucking wicker swing set. Now, you can sprinkle some of that stuff into like your little pack of yogurt, give it a protein boost. I don't know. I'm not a yogurt fan. So, I mean, if I just take some it says like 3 tablespoons is like 10 grams of protein. I mean, for the density of it. And it's kind of fluffy, not flakes, but it's a fluffy kind of a substance. Hemp hearts. 3 tablespoons a day, though, for 10 grams of protein. That's cool. I dig that. I dig the protein, but if you can't dig the taste of it, it's going to be a tough one to get through. And plus, what do I mix it with? Where do I put all those hemp hearts? I don't know. I might just have to spoon them out of the... it's like a Ziploc pouch bag type thing. Like, do I just take a scoopful of them every morning or something? Don't know. Side note, I need to make some coffee when I get home from work, because I just finished the last of my mug I'm an American. I run on Dunkin'. Didn't sleep incredibly well. I'd say I went to bed somewhere around 9 p.m. Woke up. Oh, bad dream. Bad dream. Bad dream that I was way far away from getting my ass into work. And somehow, some way, of course, my phone alarm didn't go off in my dream. So I woke up madder than a goddamn hornet. And just, yeah, then all of a sudden I just kind of, boop, half opened my eye. And I realized, wait, I'm lying in bed. Oh, you clever little girl. You know, what was that line he said in Jurassic Park? The original, just before he got fucking pinch attacked. Clever girl. I kind of said something to myself like that in my head. I'm like, oh, clever. Clever little dream. And I'm like, well, you know what? Because I got myself in a panic thinking I'm late for work. What time is it? 3:08. Okay, my alarm doesn't go off for about 50 minutes. I laid in bed for about another 10. Then decided, fuck it, I'm still up and awake. My brain is stirring. Let me just get up, cook my food, slam that coffee. Like, I'll just do that. Get a little jump start on the morning, as it were. 3 o'clock in the morning. Give me a break. That's too fucking early. But here I am, feeling okay. But because yesterday, and I do admit, for a day off, it was a mild workout yesterday. Mild. But, you know, I'm feeling lazy. I felt I didn't sleep well, even though I eventually kind of had, like, a sleep-in. Wasn't feeling well. Feeling lazy, feeling sluggish. And, you know, a little bit of brain fog. I was like, oh, man, even out shopping, I was like, I still got this headache thing. I don't know what that's all about, but it's bugging me. So when I got home from shopping yesterday, mild workout, a little bit of core work, quick, get it done, get it out the way. Do something. Not intense, though. It was not an intensity workout. I did something, you know what, I would call it even mild, I don't know, exercise. It wasn't a workout. It might have been exercise, but still, I did do something, goddammit. I still did something. Today, I got to get some cardio done. I'm just feeling that I got to get that heart rate going up today. And that'll be when I get home. Then, back to more video game recording, which, still doing that. And because of the change in my work schedule, certain days are kind of mixed up on me now. And like I said, with NBA Finals Game 7 being on Sunday, there's a possibility that, well, I call it a production meeting, but there's a chance that might happen. Now, the fact that it's Father's Day kind of makes me feel that it won't be. I'm kind of leaning, no, I don't want to tell you the truth. Sometimes I feel that that's not a waste of time, but it's just, this whole thing could be a lot better, I guess. So, just my take on it. I could spill all the beans about that, but not yet. And then again, I don't even think it's so much time. But let's just say I'm not in full liking of how these production meetings, of what they're doing. The basis of what they're doing, oh yeah, great idea. Then when you get all these exterior and outlier type things that happen, we're like, dude, come on. This can get cleaned up. This can get polished a little more. And yet some people are like, oh no, it's no big deal, it's no big deal. Yeah, it is, actually. It really is. That's just my take on it, so I'm kind of thinking Sunday just ain't gonna happen. If all I have to do is Thursdays for a production meeting, like, not official, but if that's the day for it to happen, well, I suppose I can let that ride to some degree. Otherwise, a lot of gaming recording for me. Whether it's live on twitch.tv or it's viewed episodically on YouTube at your own leisure. You'll find it in my, somewhere within the playlist. Actually, a lot of the playlists. It's like the individual game. So I have a shit ton of playlists. I got a lot of them. 30-Minute Musings is just one of those. And if you want to call, I wouldn't even say this is a video podcast because it's not so much a video. But if I had 9 dash cams, oh, the fun we could have. Totally different. Oh, what's rattling? Something's rattling. Coins and seashells. I told you that one already, didn't I? Damn it. It's rattling. Yeah, a friend of mine was down for a visit. We went down to the beach and she was, wanted to make, I guess some necklaces or something with some seashells. When we just collected a pile of them. And I still got some in my car. She kind of went through the prime selection, like, no, I'm taking these. I keep the rest of them. And I just, whatever, I haven't thrown them out yet. Don't know if I intend to, but hey, if I haven't yet, they can sit there. Who knows, next time I go through a toll booth, maybe they get a little seashell in there. Who knows? Jam up that fucking machine, I don't care. But a lot of recording going on with the video games and all that shit, and there'll be a lot today. So I'll get home, do a workout, shower up, because any bit of cardio is going to have me sweating up a little bit. So I'll clean up, and then we'll maybe throw down some food after the workout as well. By the way, if you're taking 112, 836, or 395, the toll is 50 cents. A goddamn toll at 5 a.m. You kidding me? Terrible. Like, I get a holiday weekend, and if you want to say Father's Day weekend's a bit, I don't know. I don't see it as that big of a fucking holiday weekend. It's not a Memorial Day, it's not a 4th of July type thing. Hell, even Halloween. More people are just going to be out at that time. Certain times the tolls should just be like, at zero right now. You know why? Look at these roads. Nothing. There's nothing going on. It's wide open. Anyway, I've talked about that enough. Oh, sure, to some degree I'll get back into that convo, but that'll wait. What else? Did I have anything else going on? Well, okay, here, another thing for Father's Day on Sunday. Even though I'll probably be recording some video game stuff with some friends, I do gotta say that WWE Money in the Bank, I believe, is this Sunday. And that's an event that I kind of like the idea of. As it goes, in case you're not familiar, it is kind of a newer thing. I think they've been doing it about 10, 15 years or so. It's not as big as WrestleMania, SummerSlam, the Royal Rumble, or Survivor Series. But it's a good one. I like the concept, although it is flawed. Now, what they do, it's usually about 6 competitors. Hanging above the ring is a briefcase. Inside that briefcase is a contract for an automatic title shot whenever you cash in that Money in the Bank. It's kind of a gimmick on itself. But 6 guys in the ring. The briefcase is suspended above the ring, about, 15, 20 feet up. You have to go out and get a ladder, climb up the ladder. It's a glorified ladder match with a new kind of twist to it. Ladder matches have taken place for quite a while now, but this is the new concept. Now, the only thing, and I like the idea of Money in the Bank, except now let's try to break this down logically, and let's try to get away from the stage show that pro wrestling is. Get away from the stage show of it, from the, it's alive in front of it's live one take in front of a seated paying audience. It's not in front of it's not a recording on a screen in front of people. It's not a movie. It's not edited. It's all one take, okay? Now, in real life, let's just say that you win Money in the Bank and you got that briefcase. You can, at your choosing, whenever it is, you can cash that thing in. It's how they cash in the Money in the Bank. And you will get an automatic title shot right there on the spot whenever you choose to do so. Now, there is like an expiration date for that. I think it's like 1 year. You have to spend your Money in the Bank contract, whatever, like within a year, I think, is how it works. Now, logically, I would wait until right after the WrestleMania main event for the world title, right after those 2 guys beat the shit out of each other for 30 minutes, Whoever wins, I'm cashing in right now. And hopefully, because he's got his ass fucking whooped, then I can jump in there, hit him really quick with my finisher, 1, 2, 3, and I cashed in my money in the bank, and I won the title in like a minute or two. Logically, that's the only time you should use it. So as much as I like the idea of money in the bank, I do see it to be flawed. Why would you use that on a fucking, on the third Monday of August? You know, why would you use this at a different pay-per-view that takes place like in, I don't know, like right after WrestleMania? Whether that be April or May or somewhere on. Why would you use it at SummerSlam? Why would you use it, you know, in, you know, December or something? Why would you do it then? The most logical time to use it is right after the main event of WrestleMania. If you win Money in the Bank, you should hold on to it in that regard, and that's my take on it. As much as I like the idea, logically, that's the only time. I mean, it would kind of be like, take any other sport, if there was such a thing. Now, however you obtain Money in the Bank for whatever sport, okay, and I just brought up earlier, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Well, guess what? Whoever wins, like, you just finished up a Game 7 of the NBA Finals. I'm cashing in my Money in the Bank right now. We need to play another 48-minute basketball game right now. We've been sitting around waiting, and we're fresh. We want to be, crowned the champions. Now, granted, I know it's not the same with the playoffs and the regular season record and blah, 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 but you get what I'm saying. How about boxing? What if boxing did that? You just went, 7 or 8 grueling rounds. Who cares? Even if you won in a knockout, you still went 8 rounds against somebody. I'm cashing in Money in the Bank. I want to become the world champion right now. I'm cashing in, and you have to fight me because that's just how the contracts are stipulated with this Money in the Bank. Well, that pro boxer, he doesn't stand a chance against the guy with Money in the Bank. That's why I say logically that's when I would do it. But, so you got a bunch of things going on this weekend outside of what I'm doing. Like I said, it's Father's Day. I got to make that phone call, say hey, and all that stuff. But there's NBA Finals Game 7. Possible recording, though I doubt that's going to happen. I'll be playing video games with friends more than likely. And, then Money in the Bank, WWE pay-per-view. Maybe I just watch that. I don't know. Maybe I just play video games solo, not record. And just watch the WWE Network at my own leisure. Don't know. I kind of like watching the big pay-per-views. And Money in the Bank, if there's an outside sort of pay-per-view that I do like watching, that'd probably be the one. Of course, it's from the start of the calendar year. Oh, by the way, Power Walker guy doing his thing. Same every day. Wearing the red shorts, no fucking shirt on. Long kind of hippie hair, no beard. He's out there, swinging them arms as he's walking. And that dude's got to be in his 50s, maybe close to 60. Out there power walking like a fucking G at 5 o'clock in the morning. That guy, he gets it. I got no excuse. I got to do my workout today. Got to. I see that. Fucking reality check. Anyway. So at the start of the calendar year, if January is the Royal Rumble, usually it's late March, maybe it's early April for WrestleMania. Then what? SummerSlam, I believe, was that August. Survivor Series was always the Thanksgiving Day, or the Thanksgiving Eve pay-per-view, November. If those were the Federation's Big Four, yeah, they've had King of the Ring. That's kind of They'll bring it back every now and then. But Money in the Bank for me is probably that fifth one that kind of makes sense for a lot of things. Survivor Series makes no sense anymore. SummerSlam is just like it's like 6 months away from WrestleMania. So it's kind of like the big pay-per-view in the middle of the year. It's a good buffer in the middle of the year. Boy, we're talking a lot of wrestling today, aren't we? Still a fan, even though I don't watch or consume as much as I did. But hell, that damn WWE Network, get access to a lot of shit. Shit I never thought I'd ever see. And like I said, if I wanted to watch Money in the Bank, I could. Easily. Maybe I will. Maybe I could get my laptop fired up. Get that going as I'm recording. Boy, that'd be a lot of chewing up the fucking the bandwidth or whatever on my router. No guarantees, but it sounds like a pretty booked up Sunday. Hey, maybe your dad's a wrestling fan. Watch some Money in the Bank with him. That'd be cool. I mean, my parents were never into it. I mean, when I was a kid growing up, yeah, when it was at its height of popularity. Well, I can't say that. When it was big, though. Late 80s, early 90s. I mean, it was at its biggest in the late 90s. I'm sure my parents would recognize Stone Cold and The Rock and guys like that, but I mean, they know Piper and Hogan and Macho and guys like that far better. About to cross over 441. How much time do I got here? 6 minutes? 8.5, excuse me. See the guy next to me in that car, like, blasting his stereo at 5:15 in the morning? Come on. Just get your ass home. And don't worry about the fucking... You're going to attract the wrong people. Police! I'm just trying to get my ass home. Well, to work, excuse me, at 5 o'clock in the morning. Maybe he should be trying to get it quietly. Go quietly. Don't give him a chance to make that excuse. Don't give him the chance. Hell, they would do that back home. Like my brother would have, the car stereo and all that shit. Oh, the motherfucking cops pulling me over. It's like, yeah, you're a noise disturbance. Doesn't matter if it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. Bar closed at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's, don't be a dummy. Straight up. Especially, like I say, this is 5 o'clock in the morning. Where was this cat coming from? I don't know. I'd always said for a long time it pays to be stupid. Some of my friends would look, and I would say this as we're all kind of like, well, dude, you were just at the party last night. Like, what the fuck? Well, yeah. Didn't start no fights. Didn't get outside yelling and hollering and all this shit and kicking somebody's car because they were looking at my girl or something. No. It's like, yeah, you can have your fun and not attract attention to yourself. Just my thought. Sneeze. Woo! A triple, holy fuck. Well, it'll open up your eyes a little bit. Shit. What is this guy doing? It's a fucking blinking yellow light. Cruise through this intersection. What's wrong with you? Jesus. See, now I need the 9 dash cams. Show you these dummies. Because I've totally lost my conversation pieces. Not that I ever have any. Well, today being Saturday, tomorrow is Father's Day, so I'm sure to get a recording in tomorrow before I get into work. So I can't label this one Father's Day. Father's Day Eve? I don't know. There's another person out running doing their thing. Well, that dude, he's a gym rat, that dude. Him being up at 5 o'clock in the morning out jogging does not surprise me. But power walker guy? Yeah. That is impressive and, well, just good to see. That's one thing. Like, it's one of those things where, because I'm the one, doing it, it's one of those things, if I can do it, anyone can do it. If I can get my ass to do some workouts and be careful of what I eat, anybody can do it. Now, the food eating thing, that's the easiest part of it all. Because you got to eat, you know. You don't have to work out, but, well, you can, so you kind of should. There was, somebody posted something on online the other day. Yeah, I know, I thought I was going to steer away from the social media stuff. Well, I go in quick bursts. Like, oh, what's this notification? Somebody's birthday. Let me type in a little happy birthday thing, say hey to them. And then scroll. Okay, nothing major. Let me jump out. But somebody had posted something as far as workouts and exercise. And it said something to the extent of, it's not the fact that, shit, and I was kind of saying it a few seconds ago and I lost my spot. It's not that you should work out, it's that you can work out. Some people don't have that, Some people don't have that opportunity. And this person who said it is a cancer survivor. So it's kind of like, wow, okay, there's that. And then it also got me thinking, people that, whatever, they're whatever kind of handicapped, missing a limb or maybe more than one. Maybe they were an avid exerciser, someone who liked going and working out. And now it's like, how can you do a whole lot of cardio, no legs? I mean, you can only do so many push-ups and pull-ups before your body's like, dude, take a time out, It's not that you should work out, it's that you can work out. I think that's how it was worded. It's like, oh shit, that's another, like getting some of those reality checks here and there as like that kind of speaks to me in a different setting. It's like, yeah, that's true. Now, did I do a mild workout yesterday? Yeah, mild. Did something. Could have done more. Not going to deny that. Kind of feel shitty about it, but I was also feeling shitty at the time. Diet, however, was good. I'm kind of, like I said, kicking out all those extra carbs that I had sitting around the house. Still got to get through all that goddamn peanut butter, though. Maybe I'll get the celery going with there, but for now, no oranges, no apples. Those are gone. I got I don't have any trail mix or nothing like that floating around. Chicken, rice, and veggies. A little bit of cheese on there, that dollop of Greek yogurt. Got all that stuff going on, that high protein stuff. But otherwise, gotta watch out. I should incorporate new things slowly. Not just, I hear this is good for a pre-workout, a post-workout. This is good for running. This is good for that. Let me buy all of this shit, and I'll snack on it, quickly through the day. No, I really shouldn't do that. Not all at once. Slowly incorporate these things. But all that damn peanut butter, I'm not going to throw it out. Not gonna. If I got ants on a log, that damn celery and peanut butter without the ants, raisins, I guess I'll have to go about it that way. But got to get rid of that damn peanut butter. Even if, there's a day where I got some time beforehand, just went in the red, by the way, time's ticking down. Even if there's a day like, I got a day off or I have to be to work later, let me just take like a spoonful of peanut butter. Let me get that in my gullet right now. Like that, I don't think is going to be too hurtful to my system. Kind of get that into my belly, let it kind of break down and digest some before I hit my workout. Because remember, you should not load up your stomach like an hour before a workout. I'd say at least a half hour. But about an hour to let whatever you put into your system to start to break down and digest and get into your system. So it's helping to fuel you for your workout. A little bit of peanut butter here and there, it'll take a while, but that stuff can disappear over time. I'm not going to throw something out. No. Hell no. It'd be dumb. May as well just give the cashier my money and be like, that's a tip. Well, for what? Well, I was going to buy peanut butter, but I was going to throw it out anyway, so you take the money I would have spent on that. Well, I'm sure they would appreciate that, but may as well get some use out of the stuff that I'm purchasing, right? Maximize that damn dollar. So, as we are starting to wind out here, I need to make my turn here onto Riviera. There we go. Now I see the timer. Well, we almost made it to the parking lot. I'm surprised, even with a train that kind of got in our way. Imagine that. Well, it's a Saturday, so for 30-minute musings, I'm going to sign out for now. So till we meet again, I'll catch your ass down the road.